The Honourable Member for Vancouver Quadra.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I'm rising to continue the debate that I began with a question regarding Bill C-10 and this expensive, ineffective and discriminatory approach to crime. I have had a chance to really talk thoroughly with people in Vancouver Quadra. I've had a stakeholder meeting with key leaders in the community on a number of issues to discuss this approach to crime. I hosted a telephone town hall with almost 6,000 constituents with my guest, the former Minister of Justice, to go over the details and get the input. And I've had a policy breakfast featuring the head of the criminology department at Simon Fraser University. So I had a chance to hear from constituents in Vancouver Quadra, and they are most disturbed with provisions in this bill C-10 around mandatory minimums. There are many other parts of this omnibus grab bag of 9 different laws that they're concerned about, but that's the one that's most concerning. When I asked the question, the minister, the leader of the government in the House of Commons at that time, in 30 seconds used the word safe streets and communities 4 times. So clearly that's something that all of my constituents want too, is safer streets and communities. But the research and the evidence shows that Bill C-10 will do the opposite to that. So this government is actually going to make streets more dangerous. How? Well, let me quote the Don Head, the Commissioner of Canada's of the Correction Service of Canada. Offenders who participate in substance abuse programs are 45% less likely to return with a new offence and 63% less likely to return with a new violent offence. So substance abuse programs make our streets safer, but what this government has done is put a huge amount of money into security because of all of the extra overcrowding and the in-prison crime, and they have cut the funding for substance abuse programs, and correctional plans include those programs for a reason. So they are actually going to make the streets more dangerous by denying 85% of prisoners the very programs they need to help with their rehabilitation. Mr. Speaker, in BC, our prisons are already close to 150% capacity, and recently there was news that charges against 2 alleged offenders were dropped due to lack of capacity to prosecute in a timely way. Well, that problem will only be exacerbated by Bill C-10 with the influx of prisoners with these fixed mandatory sentences. So that will make the streets more dangerous. Now, this has been shown and proved in other jurisdictions like Texas. Texas saved $1.7 billion and slashed crime rates by 27% by doing what? By reversing its approach to crime that had resembled Bill C-10. And they started to put that money instead into rehabilitation, mental health centers, and so on. So, Mr. Speaker, this government, for ideological reasons, is going to make our streets more dangerous, and they just need to level with Canadians that that's their plan, and that will be the outcome.